Hey guys, welcome back. Brett at Be Fucking Bold. The other day, I did a video using this model of the brain, and I want to kind of pick up where I left off because I got a lot of DMs about that, and I really appreciate that, you guys. That tells me that you're getting some value from these videos, and whenever I get the DMs, I can always, I obviously I can't diagnose you. I'm not a doctor, physician, therapist, but what I can do is I can share any relatable information with you from my own personal experience that can possibly help you get through your supernatural transformation. That's what this channel and these videos are all about. So what I want to start off by saying that thoughts and ideas, when they become a feeling, then they become an action. Okay? So think about that. You have a thought, that thought turns into a feeling, and because the subconscious mind felt it, the subconscious mind is then going to produce an action based on that feeling. That's how the subconscious mind works. You know, when I was going through my deepest, darkest days of depression, I had no idea what I was doing as far as why it was working. But now I'm on the other side of it. I'm like an investigator trying to find out why it works so well. How in the hell did I take my ass from the depths and darkness of depression, over 25 different medications, paralyzing anxiety, major suicidal ideation, chronic insomnia, PTSD, now completely on the other side of all of it? I had to find out what I did, why it worked. So that's what these channels and these videos are all about. So if you're going through some mental health issues right now, you know I'm here to support you and share my story with you, because I believe 1000% that you can get through whatever you're going through. When you have the right information, knowledge, and tools, you can get through it, right? And what I say is this is a wealth of information for a life of inspiration. So getting back to what I was saying earlier, every feeling makes a subconscious impression. The subconscious mind, it's not going to do anything until it feels it. Once it becomes a feeling, then the subconscious mind is going to go into action. Okay? So, and the dominant feeling always wins. So I'm going to suggest and highly encourage you to become the master of your thoughts. Control your thoughts. Now, I'm not going to say it in a restrictive way. Just become the master, the observer, and become aware of how you're thinking. Oh shit, I see the pattern now. Recognize the thought pattern, then you'll be able to realize the results it's producing in your life. Does that make sense? Because as soon as that subconscious mind gets a feeling, it's going to start acting. And if you're feeling depressed, you're going to be depressed. If you're feeling worried, you're going to be worried and anxious, and so on and so forth. Whatever you're feeling, you're becoming. Right? So that's my point in sharing this with you, because if you can understand that and say, oh, okay, I get it. Now again, it's not like waving a magic wand. There's no fucking magic wand. You're not waving a magic wand. What you're doing is you're going to create a lasting change by having the proper information and knowledge about it so you can actually get through it. When you can control your thoughts, and I've said it before, if you follow me, you know my story. Meditation for me worked like magic. It worked like magic because it was where I could go and escape the depression and anxiety and suicidal ideation, even if it was just for a fleeting moment, to get inside that meditation and use the power of affirmations, my deep visualization, and ask myself the question, how would I feel if I didn't feel depressed? What does emotional freedom feel like to me right now? And allow your brain to start answering it. And again, listen carefully. Once your body starts to feel it, it's going to act on that feeling. In the beginning, the dominant feeling right now is depression. But the more you do this, the more you practice meditation and visualization and ask the affirmations, that feeling gets bigger. Remember, the subconscious mind acts on feelings. The dominant feeling always wins. So I'm going to suggest to you to try to practice having positive, upbeat, uplifting feelings. It is not easy when you're in the depths of depression. I get that. I've been there. I had the gun in my hand. I had the pearl handle pistol in my hand, looking in the mirror at a total stranger, asking myself if life is even worth going on, worth living. I understand it's not easy. I'm no longer suffering from depression, suicidal ideation, anxiety, PTSD, or insomnia. So I'm sharing it with you. I want my story to be your glory. Listen to what I'm saying to you and understand that I got through it and you can too. Everything I used to get through it, I'm sharing with you on these videos and these channels. And the more I dig into it, why it worked, what I did, what did I do? Why do I believe it worked? And how did I apply it to get it to work? That's what these channels and these videos are all about. The most important thing is, though, before all of it, you have to have a sense of belief. So my position, my intention, my deliberate intention is to give you the hope and the courage and belief that if you start changing your ways and start applying some of these optimistic outlooks and effective tools and meditation and get that cool stuff happening in the brain, the neurons, neuroplasticity, change it all. The brain is the brain is malleable. You can change this. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing we have inside of here, the ability to change the brain. Your mind, by the way, your mind could be a battlefield or it could be your greatest asset. When you gain control of your thoughts, you have your mind working to your advantage, not to your disadvantage. Okay? So understand the process. Here's how I interpreted it. Here's why I believe it worked. Once I realized that if I could change the way I was thinking, I would be able to change the way I was feeling, and the feeling paired with an elevated emotion would produce a result. And that's how I changed my entire life. From the depths of depression to complete emotional freedom was a process. If you watched the last video I did with the brain, I likened it to when you go to the gym and you want to, work out your biceps and get bigger biceps, bigger muscles. The only way that muscle is going to become stronger and bigger is through weight resistance training. The resistance of the weight makes the muscle grow stronger and bigger, right? You have to change the thought process, the mindset, the paradigm. You're going to be met with resistance. It's okay. Don't get fucked up and tripped up by the resistance, okay? Because you know what happens, like I said in one of the previous videos, resistance can fuck people up. Just use New Year's resolutions as an example. Those of us who can get through that resistance become better in the process. Those of us who can't and don't and fall apart and fall by the wayside and give up and quit, we never experience the positive effects of getting through that process. This is no different. See, the mind, I look at the mind as a thought factory. The mind is producing thoughts, the beliefs, the paradigm. The thoughts are programming the brain. Again, that subconscious mind is going to act on the dominant feeling. Whatever your dominant feeling is going to be realized as a result in your life. Whatever you impress on the subconscious mind as a feeling will be expressed in your life as a result. I hope this sheds some insight on what the process looks like that I used to help me get to the other side of all those dark days. And when you get to this side of it, life becomes super amazing. Okay, and that's what I want for you, and that's what I believe for you. So you guys, be fucking bold. Hit me back. Keep the DMs coming. I'll get back to you. I promise you I will. And those of you who have been DMing me, I get back to you, right? So I share everything I possibly can like an open book with you guys because I believe in you. I know you can do this. I'm giving you the hope, courage, and belief that depression is not your destiny. Okay? You deserve a life of emotional freedom. Be fucking bold. I'll see you in the next video.